We've got here another project that's taken apart and is about to be repaired. Electrical troubleshooting. Okay, first off, this equipment is for cleaning. It's a steam cleaner of jewelry, small items. Okay, other than the obvious wires, it's got a hot water tank on it with the appropriate controls and switches and what have you. And the hot water tank has a heater element in it, so that's where hot water goes in. Everything is upside down except this one. So this is the bottom half of the hot water tank, and you can see a nichrome heater on it and some wiring that leads to it. Electricity runs through it. Water is being heated up. Steam is generated, and then it's coming out at this pipe here. So it was shorting. This thing was shorting. It's got breakers at the back, and it was tripping the breaker all the time. Alright, it was shorting. After checking and checking and checking and spazzing out and throwing a few items around, we narrowed it down that where it's shorting is that this aluminum casting failed. You can see it's got 3 of these interesting dark spots on it. Let me just get closer to the light here to see. Perfect. You can see that's a crater. The crater has a bottom. On the bottom of the crater, the nichrome heating element that's carrying current is being conducted by water. That's what's shorting there. Here is this one that's just about to burst through, but is already cracked. And here is another one that which is cracked on the bottom. Yes, like a cavity, like a dentist work. In the meanwhile, my friend here placed this little plug that he cut on a little handsaw, aluminum chunk. We're gonna fill it in. That's the plan. That's the grand plan. Okay, we're gonna fill these 3 holes, or not holes, these 3 craters in this casting. So my question is this: why was the bottom of the tank cast this way, that it has 3 craters, where the bottom of the crater is so thin and shallow that it's doomed to fail? Yeah, what you're looking at in that crater is not porosity, that's a hole. Okay? It's also a stupid idea to have the heater cast in as opposed to bolted on, but that's another story. But this was designed to fail, made to fail, so whatever money you spend on this equipment needs to be remade or repurchased. And let me see, what do we have here for some kind of identification on it? Not a lot of stuff. There's the manufacturer on it, proudly displayed. All this thing is made in China. That's not a problem. It could be made in China, Mexico, Philippines. That's not a problem. The problem is that that is an idiotic design and it's a shit piece. Excuse me. It is what it is. We need to fix it. I'll keep you posted. We've got this ever handy rolling mill here with those grooves on it, and what this is doing is, here is a welding electrode, aluminum. There is some numbers on it. Yep. And when you feed it into the rolling mill, this is what happens to it. You can make it flat and you can make it into a wire if you want to. So we're gonna use this as the filler electrode for welding the plug to the bottom of the hot water tank. And this is how the custom made plug is being formed and shaped. Yeah, I don't nowhere near have the manual dexterity to do this kind of microscopic surgery to match the shape of the crater in the casting.
It's gonna be good.
And this is the spot welder's noise.
Whoa.
How did that go? It's a laser spot welder, if you're wondering what the heck this machine is. Okay, it's sticking. There it is. It's sticking. It's okay. All right. We'll get there after say 15 minutes of experimentation.
The wire is too wide, so my friend is cutting it in half lengthwise with a pair of scissors. It was 2 millimeters wide, say about a 16th of an inch, and now it's 1 mil wide, about a 32nd of an inch, something like that. Let's try it with that one.
So on the spot welder here, we're looking through the stereo microscope. Just get me a sec. There, we are looking at the crater. There's the bottom of the crater. You can see how it's. Sorry, I kind of have to hand balance and keep everything in focus. Okay, there is the bottom of the crater. You can see how it's got a hole on it in the casting, and it's shorting the circuit. And if I rotate this to the spot that was welded just now, let's take a look at that one. Just give me a sec while I get everything in focus. Alright, let's take a look here. Okay, there we go. Just a sec. Okay, okay, there. You have an idea here of the plug, the weld bead, and the casting. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little sharper that way. Okay, I'll keep it that way. There you can see my friend's weld. You can see the plug material there. That's fairly decent there. Okay, you get the idea. That's how it looks like when it's welded, and hopefully it's not going to be shorting anymore.